Hey, what's up everybody? It's Chuckle Seed again. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to take a look at Kisame Hoshigaki by Rocket Toys. And it just might be the first time that I noticed it, but Rocket Toys included a warning on the outside of their packaging to record your unboxing, just in case anything goes sideways after the sale. And that's pretty much all the inspiration I needed to record this video. Rocket Toys has a history of delivering some amazing figures, and this one is no exception. But this is a good reminder that quality issues can occur. In my experience, Rocket Toys has been pretty good with their releases, but that's not to say that it goes without any quality issues. Which brings me to my first point. This head sculpt looks pretty cool as a neutral face, but unfortunately, my copy had a similar issue as a Kakashi release. And that's where the tip of the nose was slightly flattened. This was likely during shipping. This nose seemed to be fine. It might not even pick up very well on my camera. Hopefully in the future, Rocket Toys can do a better job of protecting their head sculpts during shipping. I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with Kakashi, and that's where I brushed on some baby powder onto their nose to help break down the light reflection, and that turned out just fine. And now with this headpiece, I noticed some scuffing on my copy, and this is probably something that happened during shipping as well. So hopefully in the future, Rocket Toys can do something to better protect their figures during shipping. Kisame comes with an assortment of hands. He comes with some gesturing jitsu hands, those are pretty cool. He comes with a pair of I'm gonna get you hands. And of course he's gonna need some hands to hold that beast of a sword, Samehada. But yeah, he comes with quite the assortment to help you pull off some of his iconic poses. And I don't care what people say, but these are the 1000 years of death hands. Kisame's hat is pretty similar to the Itachi release. Every strand is individually wired, which can make for some really good poses, but each strand being wired can be a little annoying to be honest. Regardless, I would much rather have that option available. Straight out of the packaging, he looks freaking awesome. I really liked how this head sculpt turned out. It looks like it's pulled straight from the anime. This head sculpt has this menacing look to him. It just looks so Kisame. This is definitely the sculpt I'm going to be using for my display. As I was taking the plastic off of his feet, his foot completely popped off. This figure has a totally different ankle system than what you would expect from a Hot Toys. It's like an ankle extender and then an ankle peg that plugs directly into the foot. But no issue there. It easily pops back in and definitely lends some more ankle mobility. The robe is nicely tailored. All the edges of the robe are wired, which is pretty nice. And now that's pretty similar to the Itachi robe. The red on Kisame's robe is slightly darker than Itachi's robe. And now that doesn't bother me too much, but I am curious to see how the rest of the Akatsuki's robes turn out. He comes with a Rocket Toys base, which is nice. Nothing too crazy. And of course, Kisame has to come with Samehada. Because who is Kisame without Samehada? Now this accessory is pretty cool. It's a pretty big accessory, so I think Rocket Toys try to do their best to make it as lightweight as possible. It feels hollow for the most part, which allows them to store magnets in there. It's pretty cool because Samehada also comes with this replaceable tip. It looks like there's a little imperfection on this piece right here. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but it's all good. It's not a big deal. Swapping this piece is super easy, and it looks really cool. Samehada was packaged with something that I wasn't sure of, so I took to Google Translate, and it just turned out to be an air freshener. And that is fair because Samehada has a pretty strong plastic smell. I just wanted to be sure because the Kakashi release came with glue or resin just in case his accessory broke. So this is the fully released form of Samehada, and this is pretty badass. It kind of feels like a vinyl toy. There's a little air in there where you're able to kind of press down on him a little, but I didn't want to force it too much. The tongue is removable, but there's a large white port peg, which will be very noticeable if it's detached. And Kisame has this system where you can attach Samehada to his back through magnets by using this ribbon. So you just need to make sure this ribbon is aligned correctly. And then I noticed some paint chipping around his neck, so just be careful when you're moving his head sculpt around, because that can potentially leave some marks. And that's all I have for today. I am not by any means a toy reviewer, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. So just to wrap it up, all in all, I'm very happy and I'm very impressed with this figure. And just one more thing to add, Samehada is pretty heavy, so you might need to brace it with something in order to get some of those poses. But I think most will be pretty happy with this release. The pros definitely outweigh the cons in my opinion. If it's anything like all the other Rocket Toys releases, the aftermarket prices can be very expensive, so hopefully you got yours. So once again, thanks for watching. You can find me on Instagram at chuckle.seed. I plan to do some One Piece TCG unboxings for the channel pretty soon. But let's see how this video does. I may or may not do some more 1/6 figure unboxings. So until next time friends, I'll see you when I see you.